Hi guys, Louis at Defending Elvis. I've got the hair sorted. Look, I'm going on holiday, so I thought dye it, get it cut, ready for the holiday. So tonight is our last full night's sleep, and then tomorrow night, the night after, we have to get up in the middle of the night to get an aeroplane. So my time for doing lives has been reduced because I'm trying to get ready for the holiday. So I'm hoping to do this live, and then when this finishes, I want to go and do a couple of videos. So I'm hoping to do a few things. I've got a couple of hours of time, yeah. So thanks, Carolyn. Still got the scabby old t-shirt on, but at least my hair looks okay. This finishes. So who we got? So it's been an interesting few days. The Elvis Evolution thing has just gone everywhere. Everyone's either loves it or hates it, or they're indifferent. There was a few people that did videos. We've got this gentleman here that is called JR, the King of London. He's quite well known in England as a fan. So we're gonna watch his review again. I don't fully agree with his review, but I think it's worth listening to. Then the other thing is, Steve did a review, didn't he? Is it called Elvis the Ultimate Fan Channel? Is that what it's called? So I was just going to glimpse on that only for a minute. We're going to do our review. We're going to go onto our Facebook page, Defending Elvis, and just see what everyone is saying. And then we're just going to have a look. Yeah. But before we do that, I wanted to tell you guys a couple of things. Dan has messaged me. Hi, Dan. Good. I wanted to show Dan's post. I know it's on Baz Luhrmann's Facebook page, which I am on. So I want to show that. And there's something was said to me about EFM, Elvis Fans Matters. I wanted to mention that. And there was some documents that we found that I've posted on Defending Elvis concerning when you had Bridget Cruz and Priscilla trying to contest the amendment changes once Lisa Marie died, all that kind of stuff. There was a load of documents that were on a Spotlight Spy YouTube channel. I'm very aware of Spotlight Spy. I've done quite a few reviews concerning Spotlight Spy, the YouTube channel. They're very good. But the thing I like about Spotlight Spy is they post a lot of documents and dates. Like they say this happened then, that happened then. So anyway, the first thing is let's play Dan's let's read out Dan's the thing that Dan sent us concerning the thing we've all been waiting for it, haven't we, with Baz Luhrmann. So it does sound like a day has been announced. Let's just have a look at so hello everyone, thank you for joining me. So obviously you guys are going to be aware that I posted a very long live stream this morning. Frederick is on a bus in Dorset. Yeah, Frederick, I've received your pictures. I may quickly show everyone your pictures as well, Frederick, if I make sure. Remind me in case I forget. I hope you're having a brilliant time in Dorset, Weymouth. He sent me his Elvis in Weymouth as well. So just very quickly, the video I did this morning, I don't want to go into it too much. The bottom line is, it's very simple. I want us to be proud of how we defend. It is that simple. I want us as Defending Elvis to be proud how we defend. So if other people watch us, whether it's a YouTube channel or new subscribers or our own subscribers or Elvis fans, even if they're non-subscribers, I want them to think they're decent people. They defend respectfully. Okay, just help yourself, Tina. Right. So we, as Tony said, we defend with love. Yeah, we must be proud of how we defend. Yeah, no hate, no name calling. So that's it. Okay, right. Let's do. Let's find the Facebook page. Oh yeah, just so you know, guys, Tony has just booked her trip with Teresa to Gracelands. Tony, congratulations. I'm so happy for you and Teresa. you are going to have the time of your lives, literally the time of your lives. So let's find Dan's post. So thank you, Dan, for sending it me, my friend. So Dan's words are, it's debuting here in Toronto Film Festival in September. It's the second biggest film festival in the world. After Cannes, I'll definitely be going to see that and that screening. Baz will be there. So Dan, does that mean you're going to Cannes? Dan, are you going to Cannes? I've actually been to Cannes. I went to where they hold the festival, so I've been there with my wife when the kids were little. So let's click on it. Let's have a look. So Baz Luhrmann's epic Elvis in concert world premiere. It says it's 7 weeks and counting. Okay. Then it says we are very proud to announce Baz Luhrmann's latest production with Outtakes Studios and Sony Music. Outtakes Studios. That rings a bell, doesn't it? Because obviously the I'm just trying to think. The Baz Luhrmann thing don't they have something to do with something authentic, something else? Remind me, guys. It just rings a bell. That's all. And Sony Music. Baz Luhrmann's vision epic. Elvis Presley in concert. Elvis sings and tells his story like never before. Has been officially selected for Toronto's International Film Festival's 50th edition. It's cause for celebration, a little less conversation, and a little more action. Party on the night. Wow. Do you know what? I'd like to go to that. That is amazing. That is amazing. Wow. Can we click on it? Elvis sing. Baz. Let me just make sure you guys can see what I can see. Let me just make it a bit bigger. Guys, it's pretty good, isn't it? Wow. Should we look at a couple of the comments? Let's have a look. So thank you, Dan, for sending me this. This is going to be amazing. What a beautiful poster, teaser, music clip. Thank you, Baz, for working so hard on this and honouring Elvis the way you have been in the last couple of years. I mean, I will say this. Baz does have a love for Elvis. Yeah, he does. He does put his heart and soul into it. I'll give him that. I'm not sure how long he's been a fan of Elvis, but he definitely has a passion for anything Elvis. Of course, it brings in a lot of money as well. Let's not be stupid. Baz is also making an absolute fortune as well. So, you know, let's be honest. So, Grazy Elvis Official Club. Looking forward to seeing this. Felicia, this is so exciting. Thank you, Baz. Hope that monkey isn't playing. Yeah, that's not a good comment. Let's have a look. Okay, well, you're going to get the odd bad comments, aren't you? Right. I'm going to do a proper show on this, discussing the epic, the Elvis Presley in concert. Elvis sings and tells his story like never before. I'll do a proper show, and it says Outtakes Studios. I think, isn't it called Authentic Brands? Isn't that? I've heard that before, guys. So we'll do a proper show on this. Try and really get some background knowledge into this that's being launched at Cannes in September. So let me just check your comments, guys. So today's live stream is about Elvis Evolution. We're going to try and see some reviews, yeah? I was going to do it yesterday, but I just didn't have time. The holiday has messed up everything I want to do. I've got so many topics, guys. It's unbelievable. All right, so Vincenzo has just mentioned it as well. The Toronto Film Festival. Oh, yeah, I'm getting confused. Cannes. Right, sorry, guys. I take it all back. It's not at Cannes. I always do this. I mess up badly. So it's at the Toronto Film Festival on the 7th of September. So what am I confusing? What am I getting wrong, guys? Is it... why have I just discussed Cannes? What was the reason? Let's have a look. Let's go back to the beginning. Put me right, guys. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Right, let's get it again. Right. Let's get it right. So Elvis sings, tells his story never before. He officially selected for the Toronto International Film Festival. Why did I talk about Cannes? Tell me, guys. What did I read? What did I read for that? Where did I read that? Let's have a look. Do you know what? I have completely clueless. Let me see if you guys know. It's an amazing film festival. Many stars are here for that. It's very well known. Right. So is Jean. Sorry, guys, got to go to work. All right, bye, Jean. You take care. Okay, so it's the Toronto Music Festival. Right, before I jump over, I mean, that is amazing. Yeah, that is like, wow. Like, probably the biggest thing to happen in the Elvis world since the Baz Luhrmann film. Do we agree with that? Massive. Right, I want to quickly jump over to our Defending Elvis Facebook page. Right, what is that? Can you turn that down, please? Thank you. Right, let's have a look. So, guys, I'm only going to brush over this. So, I've been watching Spotlight Spy's reviews, videos, call it what you want, concerning all of the legal problems with Riley Q, Priscilla, and I've posted them all on to our Defending Elvis Facebook page, and it's a lot of information concerning Riley and Navarone and Priscilla and Bridget Cruz and all the complications concerning the different threats of lawsuit, legal action. What is that noise? Turn it down, please. Yeah, it is. You come on. I can't hear what I'm doing. Tino. Really? Just Tino. Right, I'm gonna have to take it off you. I'm gonna take it off you if you have the phone turned up loud like that. See, look. So if you look, I even found some old messaging that had been deleted of Navarone discussing Lisa Marie. So the reason I've posted it all, there's quite a lot of stuff on here. I even posted 3 short videos from Spotlight Spy, is because I think I wanted to get some feedback from you guys. Oh yeah, right. So just so you know, so give us your feedback on all the sort of legal stuff concerning once Lisa Marie passed away, and then Priscilla is trying to keep hold of power. Yeah. Give me your opinions on all these documents that I've posted. And then one more thing I wanted to briefly mention is, what is that? Sorry. Right. Right. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Right. Come on, because I can't hear myself. Oh, the joys of parenting. So, obviously we have discussed things, guys. I just wanted to say we have discussed things concerning this book, Elvis and the Memphis Mafia. There's many things in this book I wish were never written. We, a while ago, 5, 6, 7 weeks ago, we were talking about that book quite a lot because things were said by the people in the book, by one of the people in the book, that basically said, I have no regrets for what I put in the book. Yeah. So we've done a few videos reacting to that because we feel that the book was a trashing of Elvis. Even at one point says that Elvis had faked his own death. It's just the whole book is ridiculous. We know Marty Lacker and Lamar Fike and Billy Smith were all involved in the making of this book. So, I'm a massive Billy Smith fan. I'm a massive Danny Smith fan. All of the Smiths, I'm a big fan. But I still think they have made mistakes in the past. Not Danny. I still think, not Danny, because Danny has never said anything that I think is wrong. I'm more discussing, I still think that certain things that Billy Smith put in this book, he should not have done. Yeah. I also think Billy Smith was involved in interviews in the past that he should not have done. Yeah. Mistakes. I call them mistakes. Yeah. I'm not anti Billy Smith. We're all human. We all make mistakes. It was a long time ago. So I think Billy Smith does a lot of good for Elvis, a lot of good for the Elvis community. I love listening to his stories. I love listening to Joe's stories. So I'm not anti Billy Smith, but this was sent to me, and it does say that they've made some videos. This is Elvis Fans Matters. And it does say they've made some videos, and one of the topics they're going to be discussing is find out why Billy Smith said some of the things he said in the book Revelations of the Memphis Mafia. Yeah? So, is that the same book? Is it the same book? So I hope he's going to put things right about really the things that I think were very unfair to Elvis, because he can't defend himself. So, but this is no, please know I fully support Billy Smith, and I love listening to their stories. I love their channel, Elvis Fans Matter. I fully support their channel. I watch their channel all the time. There's no beef, yeah, but that thing does. I do have views about people in the past that have said negative things about Elvis, where he can't defend himself, even if they're true, because I think some of these things should have just been kept private. I just think it's no one's business. I think keep it to yourself. Same goes for the book Elvis, What Happened. Whether some things are true or not, I just wish close friends of Elvis, like Reb West, Sonny West, Dave Hepler, just didn't put it out there for the world to discuss Elvis's private life, whether it's true or not. These were close friends. You don't betray a close friend. Close friends keep things to themselves. I don't think people should let down a close friend, whether it be a friend, a cousin, a stepbrother, doesn't matter what it is, or an ex-wife, even an ex-wife. I think there's many things that should just be kept private. Should be kept private. Yeah? So, right. Let's have a look here a minute. So let me just check your comments. Right. Okay. So welcome to Defending Elvis. I'm going to play this review of Elvis Evolution. Yeah. I've been getting lots of messages, good and bad. Unfortunately, at the moment, mainly bad, with reviews concerning Elvis Evolution. It was highly anticipated. We were given lots of warning that it was coming, and very sort of made many promises. People are trying to say we were never offered a hologram type show, but that isn't true. If you go back to the very beginning, when they first started discussing Elvis Evolution, I do think we were given that impression. I'm not going to say it's 100% fact. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes, just an opinion, I do think we were given the impression that it was going to be a hologram show. So can I ask you guys, did any of you think it was going to be a hologram show? Did any of you that have paid for Elvis Evolution, were you expecting a hologram show like the ABBA thing? Yeah. Let me know in the comments, guys. Yeah, Dan, you could be right. You could be right, Dan. Yeah, Vincenzo, I did pop on Steve's show, and the reason I popped on there, Elvis, the Ultimate Fan channel, is that what it's called? It's because the topic was Elvis Evolution. I am covering that topic. I've put it on my Defending Elvis Facebook page. Please join it, guys. It's amazing. We have a 24-hour chat on there as well. Because he was doing that topic, I jumped on for just 20 minutes. I did put a comment on there just saying I'm covering this topic. He did read out my comment. Steve did. It was a very good show. Steve's attitude, Steve, the guy who runs Elvis, the Ultimate Fan channel, his attitude is very much, don't be negative, keep it all positive. Elvis would want positivity. Elvis loved positivity. There's too much negativity about that show coming out, which doesn't help Elvis's legacy, and it's just not good for the Elvis world. My attitude is different. I think the fans deserve to know the good and the bad. I think, especially people that haven't paid, that are thinking of going, All right, mate. I think the fans that I personally think the fans should be informed as much as possible if they're going to spend that kind of money. You know, the £75 standard. I think it was 180 for one. Is it VIP? Then is there super VIP? It's £300, and then there's loads of extras, isn't there? That you can pay for extras. I think the fans, the Elvis fans that want to go to that show in London, should be as well informed as possible. So I think we should be saying the reviews that are both good and bad or indifferent. Yeah, I am not against the show Elvis Evolution. I'm not anti the show. I'm not trying to discourage people from going. I do believe in keeping things very positive, but I do think we should be reading out the reviews that are good or bad. I do think that is the fairest way. I don't think telling people off for sharing negative views is the way to go. I did get the impression on Steve's show that he was sort of saying, you know, no one should be saying anything negative about the show. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I think good and bad, share it to the fans, let them make up their own minds. That's what I think. Don't get me wrong, I really like Steve's show. Elvis the Ultimate Fan channel is a very, very excellent show. Steve does some fantastic interviews. He knows what he's doing. He's a very professional channel. So I definitely recommend people subscribe to Steve's show. Yeah, it's a great show. Yeah, I just don't agree with all of Steve's views. We are a bit different on some of his views. Okay, guys? Right, so I'm not exactly sure which ones to play. So I'm going to start off with this guy who is called JR, the King of London. I think he's quite well known in England, in London. He's obviously an Elvis fan. He dresses up like Elvis, walks around London. I think he has quite an interesting channel. I'm going to show it in a second. Let's get it up a minute. Where are we? Okay, so let's just see that you can see it on your screen. So we might have to come back to a part 2. So the channel is called JR, the King of London. I'm subscribed to him. Please subscribe to him. He's got a good show. I don't agree with all of his opinions. He's giving us a review. It's very biased from his point of view. There's many things he says that I don't agree with. But overall, he's a good guy. He means well. His heart's in the right place. He's a genuine Elvis fan. He is trying to help the Elvis fans. But I think he's jumping the gun a bit. I think he needs to give Elvis Evolution a bit more of a chance. Let's wait for more reviews, good and bad, to come out before we start slating them and calling them names and accusing them of a few things he accuses them of, which I don't agree with. So I'm going to play that in a second. So let me just check your comments before I start. So concerning... So as far as I know, Richie, there is no hologram, as far as I know. Debbie says, I thought it would have had a hologram, but not all the way through. Now, someone told me that the people that were creating the hologram pulled out. Right, I'm going to press play on this, and I'm going to sort my lovely son out.
Well,
Guys? Here goes.
the verdict is in,
Sure
and the so-called Elvis hologram show is a total disaster.
Here goes, guys.
Maybe that's what they get for not replying to any of my emails. Elvis Evolution has finally opened after 3 long delays and a lot of false promises. And we were promised a hologram. The CEO of the company said in this interview, it will be a hologram. And hundreds of you were messaging me, asking me what's the show all about, why are they being so secretive. So I emailed them to ask them if I could come to a preview, and they didn't even respond to my email. So it's my opinion that this show is not for the good of Elvis's legacy, and the fans have been mistreated terribly. The first warning signs for me were when they started to release images of the set. And they released the one of Elvis's dressing room. Now, would Elvis really have a picture of the Beatles in his...
So, I've already seen a few of your comments concerning the Beatles. Do you know what? I know that the word of mouth is that Elvis didn't like the Beatles and thought they were a bad influence on American culture, American teenagers. But I don't think all of Elvis's views on the Beatles were bad. I don't think that. Yeah. I actually think that Elvis's views on the Beatles were good and bad. I even heard Tom Jones the other day saying that Elvis had an idea of making the Beatles his backing singers, his backing band. Elvis was going to sing and they were going to be in the background. Seriously, Tom Jones said that. I saw that the other day. So to you guys out there that think Elvis didn't like the Beatles, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's as simple as that. I think if you do more research, there's more to it. I do agree that some of the Beatles, a couple of them, Ringo and George Harrison, said had heard some negative things that Elvis had tried to cause problems for them in America. I've heard those interviews, so it isn't black and white. I actually think Elvis was very impressed with the Beatles, and I actually think Elvis highly. Yes, I think Elvis highly respected the Beatles, but I also think Elvis had strong views about the influence of drug culture. You know, back then in the 60s and 70s, you know, obviously there was problem. You know, when people would go to these massive festivals and everyone was getting stoned, weren't they? And I think Elvis was worried about that kind of hippie influence that the Beatles had on America. But I don't know. I'm no expert, guys. I don't think Elvis disliked the Beatles in the way that people think. So I understand why JR, the King of London, is being negative about. He's basically saying, come on, Elvis hated the Beatles. Why have they got a picture of him up? Now, if you attend the show, there's probably a reason. There's probably a reason. Maybe, I'm guessing, I don't know, guys, maybe that when the Beatles jammed, it was there. Maybe there's there's lots of actors all walking around acting. Maybe they reenact at the show at Elvis Evolution, Elvis jamming with the Beatles. Yeah. I know that some of the Memphis Mafia became acquaintances of the Beatles. Yeah. I also know that the Beatles, even though we know about the famous meeting that Elvis had with the Beatles and jamming and all that stuff, and that they all stared at him, and Elvis said, well, if you're going to stare at me, I'll just go to bed. Yeah. But I also have heard that they actually, John Lennon did meet Elvis again after that meeting. Is it true? Is it true? You tell me, guys. So the story of the Beatles is not clear, not clear. And has it been reenacted at this Elvis Evolution show? So it's not straightforward, guys. So before we all start hating on the Beatles because you've all heard that Elvis didn't like them, there's more to it. Please do more research. Yeah. There's much more to it. And why would Tom Jones say that story unless it was true? Tom Jones isn't going to make up a story about the Beatles, in my opinion. Remember, this is just Louis' opinion. Emma, if I could get my money back, I would just prefer to save that for my Greystone fund. I understand, Emma, but Emma, I say give it a chance. Give it a chance. That's my opinion. You may enjoy it. That's what I say. Frederick, I guess the talk of Hologram was quashed 18 months ago. Yeah, Frederick, I think it seems that way. Hi, Larry, how are you going? So Karen says, Richie, it does sound like a bit of a letdown, but everyone will have their own take on it when they go, I guess. Yeah, Karen, you may like it. You may like it. I'm not going to write off Elvis Evolution yet. Let's give him a chance. Let's give him a chance, yeah? I feel like I won't be, though, so I feel like I have to rather than to lose the money. So, Emma, what price tickets did you get? You know, if you paid the really expensive tickets, I understand. But if you got the standard tickets, it might be worth a punt. It might be worth a go, yeah? It's just people taking a second look when he's walking around London dressed up as EP. All right, we're talking about JR, but come on, he's an Elvis fan. He's an Elvis fan, guys. Come on. Let's have a look. We can hopefully we'll meet and do something positive, maybe. Right. Sorry, did I miss Debbie's comment? Yeah, he's got a bad throat, Terry. Yeah, I think you're right. I watched one of his videos this morning. You could see that one bloke. Yeah, but come on, he's going to get Emma. He's going to get a reaction, isn't he? He's dressed up like Elvis. He's not going to be for everyone. He's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. He's going to get stared at. Yeah, but come on, it takes guts to do that. Give the guy a break. Come on. I will go outside as a. Yeah, the whole Beatles thing, I just don't agree. I think Elvis had a lot of respect for the Beatles, but this is just my opinion. We can disagree. We can agree to disagree. And also, we don't know why the picture's there. Is it part of the show? Do they reenact the Beatles jamming with Elvis? Give it a chance. We have to be open-minded, guys. In 1968 comeback special, Elvis said he likes the new music and he mentioned the Beatles. There we are. Vincenzo, thank you. We need a balanced view of things, yeah? Richie, he also shot dressed like this in Harrods with 2 women on each arm. Let's have a, yeah, so he admired the Beatles, but he wouldn't have photos of them in his dressing room. Yeah, but we don't know why it's there, Richie boy. We don't know why it's there. Go to the show, go to that room, find out why it's there, then criticize it, yeah? And even with this guy, JR, the King of London, come on, give him a break, guys. Let's be a bit kinder. I think he admired them, but no way would he have put a picture up. Emma, again, you haven't been there. See the show. See why it's there. There'll be a reason that that picture was put there. If you look, there's other pictures. It looks like Bing Crosby. I can't recognise the other 2 people. I noticed that there's a guitar there. That's there for a reason, isn't it? Yeah? So be more open-minded, guys. Hi, Chicky Blue. I saw the one that he walked past Buckingham Palace. Everyone was looking at. Yeah, come on. They're going to stare at him. Come on. Of course they are. George Harrison met Elvis backstage at the Madison Square Garden. Ringo Starr met him in Vegas. John Lennon didn't meet him again. Right. Thank you, Vincenzo. Thank you. So Dan says, I think John Lennon was at the New York Madison Square Garden concert. Okay, right. So maybe he did meet him. Dan, maybe he did meet him. We don't know, do we? I missed most of the conversation. Who did you see at right. Tom Jones does make up stories about Elvis, I think. Sorry, Lou, of course, a lot of are true, but he does exaggerate quite a lot. I mean, the Beatles back in... No, but if you... Right, again, Richie, go and watch it. I go and watch it. It was ridiculous. I agree. It was ridiculous. Tom Jones was making a joke of it. Tom Jones was laughing that Elvis made this suggestion that was ridiculous, and Tom Jones was making a joke of it. So yes, it was ridiculous, but that is the point. That's why Tom Jones said it to us. So go and watch it, mate. I paid £300 per ticket. I got a refund due to it being postponed. Elizabeth McPherson, welcome to Team Elvis. So Larry, EP sung a melody of Little Sister and Get Back in concert. There we are. And Something. Yeah, I love Something. Yeah. Didn't George Harrison write Something? But do you know what, Larry? Thank you. Elvis sang at least three Beatles songs. Yeah. So does that tell you that he doesn't like the Beatles? Well said, Larry. Thank you. Thank you so much. Come on, guys. No issue with him, Lou. It's just funny to see people react and respect his bravery, though. Yeah. Guys, I grew up. Let me just tell you a very short story about me as a kid. Yeah. I was picked on. I had a hard time when I was a kid. Yeah. The 70s and 80s were a difficult time for a Greek Cypriot boy growing up in England. Okay. We had no money. So I dressed in a way that my parents could afford. My parents couldn't really afford to properly dress me. Yeah. So I didn't have the nice clothes that my friends had. When I went to weddings or engagements or parties, I didn't dress up. I had to wear my school uniform to my friend's wedding. Yeah. To my parents' friend's wedding. So I was a bit looked at. Me and my twin brother were a bit odd. Yeah. Because we had very poor parents. Yeah. So we would get laughed at and stared at because we were so poor. But that did some good for me. because when I was a kid growing up, it made me care about people that were different, people that were odd, people that were laughed at or stared at. Yeah, I liked those kind of people. I warmed to them. I was drawn to unusual people. So I have always spent my life defending people that are different, unusual, yeah, downtrodden, yeah, laughed at, ridiculed. So I will defend people that I think are laughed at for the wrong reason. That's how I feel in my heart. Okay, guys, that's just my take on it. So I really like JR, King of London. I think he's great. I think he's very interesting. Come on, let's face it, Sam, guys. Many Elvis fans are quite unusual, but in a good way. Many Elvis fans are very extrovert in a good way. Elvis himself was extrovert in a good way. Yeah, you get it? You get where I'm coming from, guys. Yeah, Emily, just look him up. He's got a very good YouTube channel. Let me just look at how many subscribers he's got. This guy has got a very, look, he's got 111,000 subscribers. JR, the King of London, 111,000 subscribers. That is a massive channel. That is one of the biggest Elvis channels in the world. So this guy has a following and is doing something right. Yeah, he truly is an Elvis fan. So I got a lot of time for him. I think he's great. Yeah, Martha, we're all ready, set to go, Martha. Thank you. Let's have a look. Right, I'm just catching up on your messages. Right, let's up. We might have to come back and do a part. Oh no, we're on 36 minutes. We're okay. When we get to an hour, I want to do a part 2. Okay, let's carry on playing this, guys. I'm gonna stop and start as we go.
Dressing room. So that sent an alarm bell ringing in my head that the show is not being put together by Elvis fans. Every article that came out about this show mentioned the word hologram. The press thought it was a hologram. The public thought it was a hologram. And Elvis Evolution didn't do anything to set people straight. In fact...
So I have to agree. I have to agree that not everything he says I agree with, but I have to agree the public did think it was going to be a hologram, and we're going to look at that in a minute, but let's keep going.
In my opinion, they encouraged the belief that it was going to be a hologram. I feel very sorry for the actors who are appearing in this production, because by all accounts, they are the best thing about the show.
So I'm going to talk about that in a second. I just wanted to say thank you to our latest member, Southern Roots Adventures. Southern Roots Adventures, please tell us your name, is our latest member. Southern Roots Adventures. What is your name? What country are you in? Welcome to Team Elvis. We are very welcoming to the new members. Thank you so much for joining us. Can I ask you, Southern Roots Adventures, why did you become a member? What do you like about Defending Elvis and Team Elvis? And you're very welcome here, and we're so pleased that you've joined us.
It's a shame that they've got caught up in this web of lies, this smoke and mirrors, and I wish them all the very best for the future.
So he talks about the actors. Yeah, I mean, it does, that sound, part of it sounds very good. There's a lot of people dressed up, actors on different sets as you go round Elvis Evolution. When I've been reading these reviews, they do praise the people that are dressed up playing these different parts in Elvis Evolution.
Absolute catastrophe. That's what you get for trying to trick the good, hard-working Elvis fans. That is not in the spirit of Elvis.
See, I don't really like that. See, I'm going to rewind that a little bit. Remember, I do think we should be a bit more understanding. I do think we should give these people a chance. The people that have obviously spent millions of dollars trying to create this event, it's obvious they've had a lot of problems, yeah? Cancellations, but many other things. If the hologram people have pulled out, that's another set of problems. I still think give them a chance before we start calling them names or accusing them of different things, saying that they're anti-Elvis fans. I'll play it again and I'll explain. But JR, my take on it, JR, I just want to say to you, give them a chance. Give them a chance. They may be Elvis fans. You say they're not Elvis fans. You say it's not in the spirit of Elvis fans, of the way Elvis was as a human being. Give him a chance. Give him a chance.
That's what you get for trying to trick the good, hard-working Elvis fans.
Yeah, see, I don't like that. I don't think that Elvis Evolution has tricked people. I think their marketing campaign has been a disaster. I think the marketing campaign gave the impression that it was an ABBA type hologram type event. It's funny because listen to this, guys, when they first started discussing the hologram thing with Elvis and Elvis Evolution, I was reading loads of comments, people saying, oh, we don't like holograms, Elvis wouldn't like that. People were very anti-holograms. Now that now it's coming out that there is no holograms, or possibly no holograms, now people are demanding that they want a hologram. Yeah? So you get it? You can't win either way. Yeah? So, but I don't think Elvis Evolution tricked the Elvis fans. I just think they've messed up a bit. Their marketing has got it wrong.
That is not in the spirit of Elvis. Elvis loved his fans. He said, we can have the shirt off of his back. We gave it to him. They've got a cheek to charge up to £300.
So, of course, people are upset with the charging. Yeah, they are very expensive. But I do say this. The £75 ticket, I think, is okay. I think £75, the standard ticket, is okay. It's after that it gets too expensive. Yeah, I do agree Elvis would have kept the tickets cheap. 100%. 100%. We know Elvis kept his concert tickets very cheap. He wanted good value for his fans. He understood that the majority of the people seeing his show were working class people. So Elvis definitely was completely different. Right, so let's have a look. Oh, Vincenzo is subscribed to him. Well done, mate. So, where are we? I think I'm subbed to every channel. All right, so Carolyn is already subbed, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, so Carolyn was already subbed to him. I would need to see Elvis Evolution for myself. I cannot judge it by someone else's views. That's Linda Curtis. Yeah, I mean, come on, we can get a feel for it by reading all the reviews. I want to try and find a lot of reviews and get a happy middle ground of good and bad. Yeah, I'm not here to be negative about Elvis Evolution. I'm here to discuss it with you guys. Yeah, I'm not against Elvis Evolution. I think it's a good thing. Hi, Joanne. Joanne's watching. Hi, Joanne. So, Southern Roots Adventures. Welcome to our channel. Thank you for joining. It's only $1 to join, guys. Or some people have done the VIP thing, the $2.99. Thank you so much. I would need to let's have a look. So big Elvis fan and love your channel and the way you present history and facts and all your compassion. Thank you, my friend. So Southern Roots Adventures. Shall we call you by a name, or do you want to be called by Southern Roots Adventure? But thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Let's have a look. Where are we? Do you know, Richie boy, I'm sorry, mate. I think fair play to him. Honestly, I think fair play to him. I take my hat off to him for having the bravery to that. If that is his way of showing the world that he loves Elvis. I've got nothing negative to say about that man. Right, just have a look. Right, okay. Right, so Linda Curtis says, put it this way, if it were in the US and I had the money, I would go and see it. I've heard that from fans, that anything Elvis is great. Anything Elvis is great. I think it's going to be quite impressive, but I also think it's not going to be what people are expecting. Yeah? It could be better than what people are expecting, or it could be worse, couldn't it? So let's press play.
For tickets, Elvis kept his ticket prices as low as possible. That's one of the reasons why we love Elvis.
It is very pricey. It is very pricey, except for the standard ticket.
Because he was one of us. He was working class.
You know, you've got to weigh into the fact that you've got to travel, stay in a hotel, you know.
And he never forgot his roots. So he kept his ticket prices as low as possible for all of his fans to be able to go and see him. I told you a year ago not to get your hopes up, and it seems I've been proven right. Down in the...
Well, you know, you say you've been proven right from your point of view, yeah? Obviously, if we group the negative comments together, we're all going to think it's terrible. I think, to be fair, there's also a lot of good reviews. There's a lot of good reviews. I've seen good and bad, yeah? So I'm not going to write it off, JR. I'm not going to write off Elvis Evolution. I think it's too soon. I do know someone who went to the preview. I also know a couple of people that have been. So one of them told me it was very good. And another one has sent me a lot of pictures of how it looks inside. Yeah. I did promise them that I would keep the pictures to myself until it's officially launched. Yeah. So let's keep going.
Description. I'm putting some legal advice if you want to look into getting your ticket cost refunded. This video is our chance for justice. Let's all talk together here because there's strength in numbers. All of us who love Elvis and cherish his legacy, write me a comment. It's like the King's Head. It's now or never. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.
It's nice. It's all right, my son's just trying on some holiday clothes. So let's just listen to that last little bit again.
All of us who love Elvis and cherish his legacy, write me a comment. It's like the King's Head. It's now or never. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.
Okay, mate, you've got a bad throat. I hope you get better. Have to take some lozenges, mate. You'll be all right. Thank you for your review. We are going to try and look at all different reviews. So I very quickly want to just quickly show you, Steve did a show yesterday. Let's see if it comes up. So Steve, oh, right. 1 second, guys. So Steve did a show yesterday. Is this it? There we are. The Truth About Elvis Evolution. I'm not going to play it because it's an hour and 26 minutes long. So guys, let's just check that you can see it on your screens. Yeah. So I'll click on it, guys. Right. So so Steve has a channel called Elvis the Ultimate Fan channel, and he has done a very in-depth show. Let me just jump forward.
Oops.
Hang on a minute.
Okay. Right. So,
Bandied as one thing, and yes, that may have evolved. The clues in the name, evolution.
yeah.
I think anything that brings Elvis to the forefront is a good thing. Yes, it isn't everybody's cup of tea.
You see, a
Nothing is everybody's.
lot of people are focusing on the fact that, okay, at first it was mooted. It was mooted that it was supposed to be a hologram, and it was originally supposed to be, I think, some holographic images in there, but they had to abandon it through to technical difficulties. I'm glad in a way they did, because, as I said it in my topic, if it had made him look clownish or amateurish, it would have been worse.
Absolutely, Steve. And the other thing is, we instantly clung on to the best version of this event that we could.
Mm-hmm.
And I say we, I mean fans. We want it to be the best possible event. I mean, for those of us who are fans all their lives, and my life didn't involve being on the planet very long with Elvis, but still to be a fan, just because I haven't attended an Elvis concert or I wasn't, an adult when Elvis was around, that doesn't make me any less of an Elvis fan, and it doesn't make anybody else any more of an Elvis fan.
Exactly.
I believe what truly makes us Elvis fan is a love for that man's musical ability, which was off the charts, or his humanitarianism, which was off the charts, for the cultural impact it had for that generation and all of ours to follow. He gave of himself in every possible way, and you and I have had this conversation multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
He gave so much of himself that he suffered, we didn't.
Yeah.
And we
This woman is very wise.
should want to build that back up. We should want to repay that. We should want... Now, if it isn't what you expected it to be, does that make it a bad thing? No, that just means you have a preconceived notion and it didn't turn out like that. But has anyone ever gone to a movie or gone to a play or gone to a show and thought it was one thing and come out going, it wasn't what I thought it was, but that doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it?
No, I've been to some bad movies.
That doesn't mean I can't... Yeah.
Okay, I get the point. So, come on, guys. If someone goes there and doesn't like it, that's okay. That's okay. Don't tell people off for not liking it. And if people go to the show and it's different than they expected, fine. I just think good, bad, indifferent, whatever, people can make up their own mind. And if people want to dislike it, there's nothing wrong with that. Let's see what else we can hear.
Hello, Sally B. Okay. Sally, I do think you have yourself muted. Okay. What I'll do is I will move on to the lovely, lovely Priscilla. Hi, Priscilla.
Howdy doody, Steve. How's you, my boy?
Long time.
I know that we've just heard that one. Let's see if I can. I'm trying to find another one. So
How are you? Oh, I have. Do you know what? I haven't put myself in the. Now she should be able to hear me. Hi, Juliana.
Hello, how are you?
Not too
okay, let's see it. I'm hoping this will be another review, and then we'll move on to something else.
too bad.
Not too bad, that's good. Hopefully it's cooler over there because it is warm over here.
What sort of temperatures are you having?
Well, today it's 80. The rest of the week it's going to be in the 90s. I'm hoping by the time I get to Vegas next week, it'll cool off a little bit. So
I don't think Vegas will be cooler, will it? Maybe it will. I don't know.
one can hope. I'm going to be in the international the whole time, so I don't plan on going well.
Oh,
So, guys, if you're not subscribed to Steve's channel, Elvis the Ultimate Fan channel, it's very good. It's very good. They do a lot of competitions and many other things. He has done some bloody good interviews with very well-known people like Ginger Alden, many other people. Mike Stone was one I listened to the other day, but he's done a lot of very good interviews.
Maybe I'll go somewhere. I got to find some stuff to do.
now don't forget when you're all back home and everything settled in, please ring and tell us all about your adventure. Because you're going to see this. Tell us what you're going. Why are you going to Vegas?
Yeah, so it actually, I was invited by some people through the social media, and it's basically on July 31st, they are doing a recreation of Elvis's opening show from July 31st, 1969.
Wow.
So basically, they're doing it in the original showroom. The gentleman who's going to be performing, his name is Travis Powell. He's going to be wearing the same outfit. I mean, same rings, same everything. They're going to have a similar band. Obviously, not the same people. I heard something about Jerry Sheff possibly playing. He's going to be there.
Oh.
I don't know if he's going to play. If he plays, I will be crying like a baby. So, so they're going to have a similar band. They're going to do the exact same set list. They're also doing, I guess, a bunch of other stuff. They're going to be doing there's like exhibits and things and stuff like that. So it's really kind of like a whole week thing, but I'm going to be there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But
Right.
Super excited.
So we're looking forward to hearing all about that when you're back anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to take plenty of pictures, that's for sure.
Oh, great. Yeah. We can post some. Yeah, if you send them to me, we can post them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
obviously,
absolutely.
you're going to talk to me now about Elvis Evolution, aren't you?
Yeah, so it doesn't sound like it's going to be coming to my area, but I mean, obviously, if it comes to Vegas, maybe
Vincenzo, I did hear you call in. Vincenzo, I heard you call in.
I'll try going back. Who knows? But it's, I'm glad you said your piece of it, because I thought genuinely for a little bit there, I thought I was the only one thinking positive I thought I was the only one thinking positive, and it really was kind of made me sad because it's like I can't believe all these people are being so darn negative about it.
Well, let me tell you that there are lots of positive reviews on the net as well. It's just
So Steve 100% wants to keep it very positive concerning Elvis Evolution. I have a different take on it. I think whatever people review, whatever kind of review they want to give, good or bad or indifferent, they should give it. It doesn't have to be positive to keep everyone happy. I'm happy to hear good and bad, yeah. But I do want to be positive about Elvis Evolution. I am not against Elvis Evolution. I am not anti Elvis Evolution.
They don't seem to be making their way out for some reason. There seems to be an agenda almost to promote the bad reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm definitely not part of that agenda. I'm not trying to promote bad reviews. I want to hear good and bad.
Don't know why.
Yeah, and it just it's you know, it kind of goes back to what you were saying. I can't believe Elvis fans can be that negative about something, especially when you've never seen it. I mean, all these people are focusing on the fact that, oh, they said we were going to have a hologram. They didn't promise anything.
No.
I have to disagree with that. If you go back and look properly, do some proper research, no offense, they did. There is a sort of a half-hearted promises of the possibility of a hologram style show. Go back to when it was first announced on YouTube and you'll find them. They show, one of the things they show is you've got, I'm trying to think of that film, that very famous film where there's a remake of a famous film. I'm trying to remember what it is, where Elvis is a hologram and he steps out and he's talking to one of the fellow actors. Oh, what's the film called? Blade Runner. So the remake of Blade Runner, Elvis steps out as a hologram. Yeah. And that clip is shown when they're discussing the possible launching of a show coming to London. I don't know if they had called it Elvis Evolution then, but it was Authentic Brands, blah, blah, blah. And they were partnering with Gracelands, weren't they? So there was an impression that it was going to be a hologram type show. So I do think, prove me wrong if I'm wrong. I do think we were given that impression. The other thing, I do think it's okay. She mentions that Elvis fans have been very negative. I think if someone is going to the show and they're not enjoying it, there is nothing wrong with giving a negative review. But I also think that to the people that are going to the show and really enjoying it, it's completely fine that they give good reviews. I think it's fair that we as fans get to hear the good reviews and the bad reviews. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing if a fan gives a bad review. I just think they're being honest. They're sharing their experience, which is very informative for people that are thinking of booking tickets. Yeah, if you're thinking of booking a ticket for Elvis Evolution, the Elvis fans' reviews that are coming from people that have watched the show will be important, I think. Yeah.
You just, took it and ran with it. And it's just sad because, I think this is going to be a fantastic opportunity, especially starting it in a place like London where you've got all of these people and all these tourists. For all you know, it could be something that a tourist who's not an Elvis fan goes into it wondering what the heck is this, and then leaves becoming an Elvis fan, similar to what happened to me.
I said, I get it. You can become an Elvis fan after visiting a show like that. I agree with that. Just like the Baz Luhrmann movie did that. The Baz Luhrmann movie created Carolyn. So Carolyn says they were even showing us how they were going to create the hologram. There we are. So you've watched the same things I've watched. No, they did give the impression it was a hologram.
So,
and this is definitely another gateway for younger fans, like the Baz Luhrmann film. This is definitely another gateway for young fans. Yeah, I'm convinced of it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's strange. I mean, yes, there does seem to be an emphasis on, well, they said it was going to be a hologram and now there's no hologram. I mean, there is some AI in it. I'm not completely sure what the AI is yet because...
So... Steve's just said there is AI in it. I'd like to know what that is. Yeah. Why does Steve say that? Where has he got that information from as well? I just want to know what he means.
Nobody's actually told me what it is, but they've told me there is some AI, but not a full hologram.
Okay. Yeah. Is there? I'd like to know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but I did see a picture yesterday where an actor is sat in front of a makeup mirror. You know, the makeup mirror with the bulbs around it.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
the reflection is Elvis's. So they might have actually projected Elvis's face through the mirror onto that to make it look like Elvis is sat in front of the mirror before he goes on to the 68 special, which would be clever.
Okay, that's actually really awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, right. I've played enough of that. So let's before I go, because I want to wrap this up in one show. Let's play the little clip. Here we go, guys.
We're in the final few days of Elvis Evolution as we get ready to welcome audiences, and we're making final touches to the audio and the music. We're rehearsing with the cast, and they've been working incredibly hard to bring to life all these wonderful characters around the world of Elvis Presley and our story. Today we had down Alex and King, who are two of the young actors in the show. Now they come all the way over from Memphis. They play young Elvis Presley and young Sam Bell.
So I think this is one of the most recent things. I just wanted to read a comment. Yeah, so Linda says, what you said, Louis, is why I would want to see it for myself. Yeah, fair enough, Linda. I would go. £75 a go, I would go. I don't think £75 is a big amount of money, honestly. But I do agree the more expensive tickets is different. So Elizabeth McPherson says, I always thought the 68 part was a hologram. Yeah, I think many people did, Elizabeth. So 4 times £300 tickets and £1,800 hotel travel. I have the original advertisement saying there was a short hologram. Yeah, I'm sure it was advertised in that way. I'm sure it was, guys, but I can't be definite. I mean, you went for the most expensive tickets, yeah, and it sounds to me like your hotel accommodation is very expensive as well. I mean, let's face it, Elizabeth, most people couldn't afford it, could they? So Nat TV, Lisa was against the hologram thing. I guess if it is tastefully done, it could be an option. Look, Nat TV, I was just saying that at the beginning of the show. There was a lot of people that were anti-hologram. Yeah? There were a lot of people saying, you know, I don't want to see Elvis in a hologram. Yeah? So it's gone from one extreme to the other. Okay, let's keep going.
When my face came on the big screen, I was excited, and I never thought I would do anything like this. The best part about playing Elvis was probably me being able to sing and express my love through his eyes.
So he obviously plays Elvis as a boy, I'm guessing, and then this young man here, I'm guessing, plays Sam Bell. I've been reading the Sam Bell story. So obviously Sam Bell was a friend of Elvis. I've heard stories of Sam Bell in Tupelo, and they would sneak into the cinema with Elvis. There was a segregation rope, so Elvis would jump over the segregation rope and sit with the other boys. Elvis didn't see color. There's quite a few interviews of Sam Bell discussing Elvis on YouTube. Go and check them out, guys. They're fascinating. We have done a few lives and videos with Sam Bell.
Sam Bell is Elvis Presley's best friend. When I first got the script, I looked at all the lines and it showed me what kind of person he was and how he was with Elvis. There's no one else that needs to tell the story but him.
Well said. And then the censor said maybe they will have trouble getting the hologram. Someone said that the people that were doing the hologram pulled out. Yeah, I don't know if that's true. It's something I read.
We wanted to give people a new perspective on the story of Elvis Presley that they've never seen before, to try and dig beneath the myth and let them understand who he really was, why his music resonated and why it matters today. Elvis Evolution opens on the 18th of July, and people can expect a journey through the story of Elvis Presley, brought to life around you using state-of-the-art technology, a live cast, 3 themed bars, 2 live bands, and all sorts of other techniques to tell this amazing story and bring to life the music and the world of Elvis.
I mean, guys, it does look pretty impressive, mind. You know, some of those sets, like there's one there, look, it's pretty impressive. I think did I read somewhere it was 160 people in a room at a time. There's quite a few different rooms, so you know, guys, if you pay the 75 quid, I think it's worth a gamble. I'm just looking at the different bits now. So let's have a little look, see if there's another short clip. I mean, I don't think there's many reviews, guys. Should we see if we can find an old one? So obviously we did this.
Immersive is about 1968 in his dressing room at NBC Studios. Can you add in the music later? Cool? Excellent.
Ooh, no music, no music. Right.
Way we want people to almost believe they're there. So we layer all these things together. We layer smell, sound, vision.
This space is called Mystery Train, which transports you back to Elvis's childhood in Mississippi. It's designed to make you feel like you're actually on the train.
That's pretty amazing.
I'll be honest, Simon, I am a cynic at heart, but everything that was going on there, I got goosebumps. That was lovely, wonderful.
Good. Well, we have dynamic fans in the room. We have shakers under the seats. So
They were wild.
Yeah, shakers under the seats.
Sam knew Elvis when they were kids. You know, they grew up together. I think they were around 12-ish, something like that, when they went their separate ways. But that offers us those unique early years insights. But it also means we have to go back there.
Now, I've heard
Drawing on Elvis's gospel roots. The team of 37 performers are overseen by Associate Director Megan Stewart.
So what skills do your actors need then to work in this format?
They play about 20 characters in this show, so they need to be able to switch into them really quickly.
Back at the start of our journey in 1968, Elvis refound his confidence to deliver one of the all-time great shows, and the audience loved it.
I can't play the music, but let's have a little look at this.
My Inner King.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you, Elvis. I'll tell you what, he wasn't ugly, was he?
I was going to say that, handsome boy.
Yeah, good looking.
Handsome boy. I love that. I love her accent. So the one show is fantastic, isn't it? So let's see if we can find an old. I just jumped away then. Let's see if we can find an old clip, Elvis Evolution, showing just to see if they make the promise of a hologram. Let me just see if it comes up, because I do remember the one. Let's have a look. So obviously AM Vintage, our friends AM Vintage, they did a show about Elvis Evolution. Let me just click on it.
Hello everybody,
So these guys, definitely subscribe to them. They're friends of our channel. They did an Elvis Evolution show. AM Vintage, please subscribe to these guys. They're brilliant. Okay.
Hello everybody, I'm Adam.
And I'm Maddie.
And we are AM Vintage. And today we're doing an Elvis talk.
We haven't done these in a while.
All right, let's see if I can jump forward on it. See if they mention Elvis Evolution. 1 second.
Sam knew Elvis when they were kids. You know, they grew up together. I think they were around 12-ish, something like that, when...
So they're obviously watching what we've just watched. Let me go forward a bit and see what they say.
People have been waiting years for this. Years.
Okay.
So what did you think?
And I guess
Now
when it
this
comes
is-
to the gist of it, right?
Yeah.
If we're going to, I think it's the intention is there, but I think people's expectations are going to be shut down.
I think they missed a few...
it's lacking.
Here's what they did.
It's something's lacking.
See, guys, you know I love you both. Thank you for the shout out the other day. I'm a big fan of AM Vintage, but give it a chance. Give it a chance. You haven't watched it. You can't judge what Elvis Evolution is going to be like from that little 3-minute clip. But I know where you're going with it.
Things they did
There's a
wrong.
lot of things lacking.
Well, here's the thing. If you're going to recreate like some spaces for Elvis fans to be able to walk into and like hang out in, don't recreate the backstage of the NBC studio where he did the 68 comeback. Nobody even knows what that looked like. Like,
so guys, go and watch it for yourself. This is Elvis Evolution, AM Vintage, give their take on things. Obviously they have their opinions. Yeah. So the one I'm trying to find is the one that promises the hologram. And I do remember what it looked like. Let me just see if I can find it. Let's have a look. Let's see if it comes up. Right, keep him quiet, real. Right. So what's this? Have a look. There we go. Is this it? Let's have a look. Right, I can't do the music bit because it'll get. Let's see if they show it. Hang on. Show it. I can't do the music bit. It'll just get blocked. So, right. So that one doesn't. Okay, hang on. Let's see what comes up. I'll try and find that, and then we're gonna have to go, guys. But let's see if I can see it. Oh, there's a bit here.
Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Michelle and I'm Elvis Last Hero.
Right, so we know Elvis Lash. She's great. I wonder if she... Please subscribe to Elvis Lash. She's one of my favourite shows, Elvis shows. Yeah, so go and check her show out. But she's just announcing the tickets. Hang on, guys. Come on, let's find it. Let's find it. If any of you have got it, guys, send it me, because I remember it's got the Harrison Ford movie. What's this? Elvis Evolution. Let's try here. All right, so this is JR.
Well. The verdict is in, and Elvis Evolution is a disaster. Maybe that's what they get for not replying to any of my emails.
So obviously we've watched that. That's his short, but let me just keep going. I really want to find it, guys. Where is it? Come on, show me where it is. Elvis Evolution. Let's try here. Is that it? No. No, not that one. Oh, we know, obviously, we've all seen the Elvis and Celine Dion of it. No. I think I'm gonna have to try and have a look for it. If any of you could send it me, that would be great. The one that shows the hologram. I'm gonna keep looking. I haven't given up yet. Let's just check your comments. There we are. There we are. Is that it? I'm sure that's it.
You like music?
Right, this is the one, guys. This is the one. Elvis hologram on stage. Let's have a go.
You do know Elvis is dead, right? No, Elvis is not dead. He just went home. You like music? You do know.
So it basically says Elvis hologram on stage 2025. That isn't the one. That isn't the one. The one I'm thinking of is the Harrison Ford show. But you get what I'm looking for, guys. You know what I'm looking for. Let's have a look.
You like music?
One last look, guys. What we want is when it was first announced. Let me write that. Announced. Announced. Can I spell announce? What is that there? No. Let's have a look. Oh, is that it? Here we go. Let's try this one.
King of rock and roll is back.
Aha!
November of 2024, we are bringing.
Right, this is the one I found, guys. If you listen, the guy's that's speaking, the guy's voice is the same guy that is on the One Show. The same guy in the interview discussing Elvis Evolution. So this is the same people, I'm sure, guys.
Bringing an Elvis immersive experience which harnesses AI to London.
All right, and have I lost it? 1 second. All right, guys, let me put it up for you. Right, so you've lost the video. Right, hang on then, guys. 1 second. So I have found it. I have found it, guys. Let's just... So this will be the last bit that we do, guys, okay? We have the technology. Never give up. Never give up. Window capture. Aha. Is this it? We'll soon find out. This has turned out to be a very long show, guys. Oh my God, who's that man? Right. I think that's it. I think therefore I am. Let me just quickly check your comments. So, oh, bye, Linda. You take care, Linda. Yeah, Jen, it's a good... I like that film, Jen. Elvis and the Beauty Queen, free on YouTube. I like it. Let's have a look. Where are we? Okay, I think this is it. Let's pray it. Guys, I've had my haircut. What do you reckon? Oh, ready for holiday. All the way. I still have hair. I'm 58 years old. I still have hair. What's going on? Okay. Right. Where is it? Why is it gone? Duh. I just found it and it's disappeared. Hang on a minute. I just found it and it's gone. Oh, so annoying. Right. Hang on. Oh my God, it's disappeared. That is driving me mad. Right, hang on. Is it there? No. There. No. Let's go on history. 1 second. There it is.
King of rock and roll.
Let's see that you can see it. No. What you can see is different. That is annoying. Guys, we're going to do it. We are going to watch this. It's the last thing I do. Let's put that up. Let's see what you can see. So I'm going to remove that. And I'm going to replace it. Look at my shop, guys. Look at my little Elvis shop. If any of you want to buy anything, I'm only joking. You know, my first ever business was a shop selling souvenirs. So I've recreated my Elvis shop selling souvenirs. I'm back in business, guys. I retired 11 years ago. I'm back in business. Only joking. Only joking. Yeah, thanks, Tony. I still have hair. Now, remember, Tony's excited because she has booked her tickets with Teresa to Gracelands. So she's a happy chappy. Are we ready? So, let's read your comments. So, to the people that have said that we were not promised a hologram at Elvis Evolution, I think this is your answer. I am being positive. Let's have a look. Great show, Louis. Thanks, Carolyn. Right. Emma. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you are lucky, Tony. Yeah, you like my Elvis shop, Chicky Blue? Not bad shop, is it? My mum never got very... Yeah. Obviously, I have to dye my hair. I'm grey. Well, I'm not all over grey. I'm grey on my sides. My top is still dark. And my beard is grey, but my moustache is not. So, you know, I'm 58, guys. Come on. Right, okay. Are we ready? Go.
Goal is back. In November of 2024, we are bringing an Elvis immersive experience which harnesses AI to London for the very, very first time. It's going to be a joyful celebration of Elvis's life, and I'm delighted to say that we have secured the global rights to be able to premiere this show from London, but then take it.
Proof! It was promoted as a hologram show. Come on. So, no offense, Steve, at Elvis the Ultimate Fan channel. No offense, you're a good guy. I love your channel. I love your show. But we were told that we were going to have a hologram style show. We were. Let's keep going.
Across the world. So as part of this multi-million-pound deal with Authentic Brands Group, who have owned the rights to the Elvis estate since 2013, we've got access to an archive which includes performance footage, but also includes home footage, which is going to enable us to create an incredibly authentic version of Elvis in AI.
In AI, an incredibly authentic version of Elvis in AI. Artificial intelligence. More proof. Tony says you need an Elvis room. This is my Elvis room. I don't care what my wife says. This is my Elvis room. It's mine, not the kitchen.
So you're going to go on a journey from Memphis to Las Vegas, from New York to Los Angeles, and really understand what Elvis went through during his life. And the end of this experience is a real crescendo where you'll see
a hologram,
a life-size Elvis in
hologram
AI performs
in AI, a hologram.
Some of his biggest hits.
I like this song.
Told you it was on Harrison Ford's film, Blade Runner 2.
Elvis has had an incredible enduring appeal
a hologram
globally, and actually is one of only
another hologram
handful of stars whose legacy really, really endures. As a British company, we're really proud to have secured the global rights to this immersive show, to be able to tell the story of Elvis in a new and exciting way.
Every word. Do you like music? You do know Elvis is dead, right? No, Elvis is not dead. He just went home.
I love that. So Southern Roots. So you're 57 in August. Yeah, 57 is the new 40. You know, we're on carnivore diet and keto diet. I won't talk about it now, but a lot of us are doing the carnivore diet, the keto diet. Dr. Ken Berry on YouTube. Dr. Ken Berry on YouTube. And we are all getting younger. All of us, the clock is going backwards. It's a long story. Southern, it's a long, I don't want to sort of go into it. Southern Roots Adventures, but it's a long story. But we do talk to each other about our health and what we eat, and the keto diet has made us all get younger. Carolyn, you tell her all about it. So I'm going to play that again because I'm proving my point. So I just I'd like to know who this channel is. So the channel is called I can't even read that. Greziano. I'm guessing he has an Elvis channel. Yes, he does. Oh, it looks very good. Elvis and the press conference. I'm looking through his videos. The press conference, backstage in 1970, the army years. What a good channel. Actually, this is a really good channel. There are loads of shorts. The last footage. Really good. I'm going to check this channel out, guys, just so you know. That is the name of it. Valley. I'm going to take a picture of that because I really like that. We're subscribed anyway, so I've obviously watched it. So if we look at their videos, really good. Never before, rarely seen footage. We've all watched that, haven't we? Should we click on it?
Rare Elvis Presley footage from 1971. Unreleased and unseen home video inside Graceland on Christmas Day.
So, guys, we've seen this. Do you know what's funny? This was supposedly owned by Mike Stone. Is that right? Mike Stone, Priscilla's ex-boyfriend. So it never got released, did it?
We look
It was going to be sold, wasn't it, guys?
forward to being officially displayed at a good resolution.
So was it genuine, guys? Was it genuine? Let's play it again.
Rare Elvis Presley footage from 1971. Unreleased and unseen home video inside Graceland on Christmas Day.
I think it is genuine, isn't it, guys?
We look forward to being officially displayed at a good resolution.
Okay, I remember doing a video on that, so I think it's genuine. So this channel does look great. It does look great, guys. Let me just check your comments. So let's have a look. It is a great channel, isn't it, Vincenzo? Right, so Lisa, your husband and I started Carnival a week ago. Lisa, Dr. Ken Berry, go onto his live streams, his question answers on his live streams. Any bit of advice you could ever want. Carnivore or keto. I would say at first keto is a bit easier and then go carnivore. But take it one day at a time. Do it for 30 days. Your whole life will change. I've been on it over 2 years now, and it has changed my life. Many of the people here, like Carolyn, it's completely changed their lives. Okay, so I just want to just quickly check before I go to see if there's any other AI things on here. Obviously, the one that they showed is titled Elvis Live in 2024, come back via AI hologram. Oh, I've got to take a picture of that. So they actually use the word hologram, guys. I'm going to post that. I'm going to post that on our Facebook. Please join our Defending Elvis Facebook page. And I'm going to post a video on there because I want people to know it was promoted as AI and hologram. So to the people that are saying it was never promoted as AI and hologram, I'm sorry to say respectfully, you're wrong. You're wrong. So let me just go to our Facebook. You know, people didn't get what they asked for. That is true. People did not get what they were asked for. Right, so let me just type. I'm just going to type in, it was supposed to be, it was. So I'm just typing it now. Elvis Evolution, it was supposed to be a hologram. How do you spell hologram? God knows, a hologram. And I'll type in AI as well. And then I always like to write your thoughts. I have posted a lot of stuff today on our Defending Elvis Presley Facebook page, guys. And I'm also going to put the link on there. Let's put the link on there as well. Because I think fans deserve... I think the fans deserve... Let's have a look. Is it going to come up? I'll put the link on in a minute when we go offline. But I do think the fans deserve to know that it was originally... Yeah, I found it now. I'm going to post it on there now. Okay, guys? It was originally supposed to be AI hologram. So I've just posted that. I'm also going to post that little 17-second clip of rare footage as well, because I think that's fascinating. So please join our Defending Elvis Presley Facebook page. And remember, there is a 24-hour chat on there as well. You just apply to join, then I will accept you on the 24-hour chat. Okay? Right, it's all on there. It's all on there, okay? You're welcome, Lisa. And Lisa, if you ever need any advice on the carnivore diet or the keto diet, please just message me direct. I'll put my name in You can ask me any questions. Same goes for anyone. If anyone wants to join the 24-hour chat on our Defending Elvis Facebook page, just click on the join, click on the word chat, and then I will accept you on my end. I have put a thing on there where you have to be accepted because we were getting a lot of trolls on there. Yeah? So, didn't we chat about it here when it was beginning? Yeah, no, Chicky Blue, we did. You got a good memory. No, we have. We discussed it when it was first announced. The problem we've got now is that people are trying to say that it was never, we were never told it was going to be AI or hologram, but we were. Even Steve on his show, Elvis the Ultimate Fan channel, they were saying it on there that we were never told it was going to be AI or hologram, but we were, and I've just proved it. No offense to Steve. I love his show. He has a great show. I'm not against Steve. Please subscribe to Steve's show. It's fantastic. I watch Steve's show. It's great. Yeah, you got it, Chicky Blue. One day at a time. Chicky Blue, that's it. Oh, that's Vincenzo. Your brother's turning 58 in September. That's cool. So, Carolyn, it's been a year for me. There's no turning back, guys. I'm 11 stone 5. I started at 12 stone 5, and my weight stays 11 stone 5. My energy levels are here. My energy levels since I started this diet have hit the rooftop, and I've reversed all my medical problems. I had a lot of medical problems. They are all gone. It gets rid of type 2 diabetes and any stomach problems you have. It reduces pain. And I used to get dizzy spells, and I had high blood pressure, which is normal now, and I had high blood sugars, which is normal now. For me, it was a lifesaver, and I had a massive belly, which is gone. So I definitely recommend it, guys. If you want to feel young, I'm 58, I feel 25. If you want to feel young, do that carnivore diet or keto diet. Seriously, guys, I've been on it for 2 years. I wouldn't recommend it if it didn't work, and many people on our channel have done that diet and changed their lives completely. Tony's another one. Tony, Karen, and many other people. Yeah. So anyway, we're not here to talk about the diet. You know what I'm saying, guys. It is amazing. I was pre-diabetic as well. I was pre-diabetic, and I'm not pre-diabetic anymore. So Carolyn she's only 5'2". She's very small and cute. She and 128 pounds, and she's 51 years old. So how many pounds did you lose? You lost 50 pounds, didn't you, Carolyn? Carolyn lost 50 pounds. I've got the before and after pictures of Carolyn. She looks amazing. She looks amazing. She's got a bit of an attitude, but she looks amazing. Oh, I love winding up Carolyn. Carolyn's my favourite person to tease. Sorry, Carolyn. So have I missed any other comments? So I'm just checking out if I missed any of your comments. So Chicky Blue, the hologram, the hologram. All right, that's how you spell hologram. Looked way cool. I wonder if they're fighting over rights. I think loads of people would have won. Oh, that's a good one. So maybe there was an argument over rights. Good point. I never thought of that. I wonder why they pulled out. Who knows? Bye, Debbie. We're going now anyway. Sorry, Carolyn. I'm joking, man. I'm joking. So took 10 years off my age. At least my kids are shocked how much younger I look when they see older pictures. Yes. There's no going back, guys. There's no going back. Carolyn can post her before and after pictures on our Defending Elvis Facebook page. Yeah. There's definitely something going on with the hologram thing, Vincenzo. So Tony lost 30 pounds, but I need to drop 20 more. And Tony did reduce her pain, but if you don't stick to it, you will get the pain back. You will put on weight. So Louis, we're just debating that. Go on, Carolyn. Post it. Guys, Carolyn is beautiful. She is beautiful. Right. And so is Tony. Tony is beautiful as well. They definitely said hologram. Tony, they sure did. They sure did. Right, guys. I'm going to do one more video, but I'm going to have to make it and post it. I'm going to have to make it and post it. But I will join you live when I post it. Okay, guys? Thanks, everyone. Love you all. I've really enjoyed this show. How long have we been on for? We've been on way longer than my... Normally, I like to end the shows on an hour, but I'm sure we've been on for like 2 hours. Yeah, I don't even know. What do you reckon? I reckon we've been on for 2 hours, guys. Seriously. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what it says here. Yeah, getting on to 2 hours. So, bye everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. And please subscribe, please like. If you like what I do, send us a coffee, become a member. It's only $1. Send us a super thank you. Usual stuff.